NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. The 30.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Wagner. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for him.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 29-yard line. Grab 50, grab 50. Grab the 50, grab the 50. Buffalo 18. Ridge. Mustang 19.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Wagner. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Looking to throw. Wagner. Touchdown! Patrick Ricard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to move back in front. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point splits the uprights. 10-7 our score after 1 right here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
The Saints at 7-3 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
19 right. 18.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there. They were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I let my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You can run a nice play and not get that distance.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Number 26.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Back to throw. Wagner.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
The pass caught by Olave.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43.
First down.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And And he is going to lose yardage here. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now this time he'll look to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as they have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On first down, Wagner. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 40.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wagner throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Wagner. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Kyle Pitts.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Kamara try the right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match him touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, the last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw.
Wagner. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Rams' 41-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of running behind it, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Wagner. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands on a unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now here's a throw that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, out back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wagner. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 38 yards.
And the Rams are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Coming left is Kamara. And some room to run now. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good for
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, He committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Throwing after the interception, Wagner. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Wagner. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Throwing on 1st down. Wagner, he's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun. Wagner going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Wagner, throw left side complete. That's Peterson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. 2nd and 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.